All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Jake. I'm here with Karaley, Ivey.
Hello, Jake. How
Hi.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. So Karaley is a realtor I met, was it fall last year?
No.
No, was it?
Yeah.
When?
Maybe.
Late?
Maybe. I feel like it was only 6 months ago.
Like
we haven't known each other very long.
Late 2022-ish?
Yeah.
Karaley's a realtor over at, remind me.
Keller Williams
Keller
Select Realty in Apple Valley.
And which team are you on?
Team Hawkins.
Team Hawkins. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I thought we could just get started with your come up, I guess, or like when you were born, how your childhood was like.
Okay.
How many
so
siblings do you have?
Okay. So I am Karaley Knoll.
Karaley Knoll. Okay.
Yes,
maiden
that's
name.
my maiden name.
Got it.
I grew up in Diffley, Minnesota. I'm sorry, not Diffley. On Diffley. So very, I don't know. If you're from Eagan, you probably know where Diffley is.
I'm guessing none of my audience is probably from Minnesota, so they're like.
Oh, you're right, huh?
No, that's fine.
You're doing a broadcast for everybody.
Yeah, for the world.
No, so I was born in October 9th. So
what are you then? What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Libra. Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I would assume it's good.
Okay. All right. We'll go with that.
But I grew up in Minnesota in Eagan. I've lived there my entire life. And then I kind of bounced around cities, just growing up and moving on my own. And now I've landed in Prior Lake.
Okay. What was your childhood like? Do you have siblings?
I do. I have two older sisters. Kendra, she is
Shout
40
out
years
Kendra.
older. Yes. And then my oldest sister, Alicia.
Okay.
She's 11 years older than me. So I'm 33.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a pretty good childhood, I would say. Halloween actually is kind of a fun event for me because I grew up and my dad did the Halloween event.
Where? In Anoka?
No, actually in Eagan. He did it at the Minnesota Zoo for a little bit. Haunted Acres. He did the haunted hay rides.
I probably did that then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Some people I do come across and they're like, oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
So it's been, I don't know, that's dear to my heart as far as like my childhood goes.
Yeah.
Just the Halloween events. And
right.
Yeah, I remember riding bikes, doing all the fun stuff, getting a pager for the first time, and now we are just full of cell phones.
You
and
had a
all this
pager?
Stuff.
I had a pager.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted a pager for the longest time when I was younger because my cousin, Tony, who I just did a podcast with, he had a pager. And that was like, I would see it buzz and he'd be like, hold on, I got to make a phone call. He was selling weed, but, it was like, man, that looks, and he'd have it like on his, bzz, bzz. Oh, hold on, guys.
And it was like transparent. You could see the inside gadgets, and it was a cool little.
Yeah, so
thing.
I got one. My dad got me one, and it never rang. Nothing, ever. Like, it was just like an accessory. I don't even know if it had a plan with it. It was just kind of like, something you'd put on like a chain wallet. It's just another thing to add to your belt.
Yep, with your rabbit foot.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, whatever happened to those?
Yeah, I know. Actually, they're still around.
Yeah.
I saw one. I got two kids, so I see kind of all those fun gadgets are coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up with my sisters. I ran the town, remember riding bikes. And then I went to Eastview High School. So I graduated in 2008.
What was school like for you?
I was kind of the gothic girl, believe it or not.
Yeah.
For a little bit there.
Deftones and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson. Yeah. Yep. Like all those emo bands.
Let's go.
Super into music.
Did you play any instruments?
I played the clarinet.
Okay. Goth to her core.
Yes. For sure. I played the clarinet back in 5th grade, and then like throughout middle school, I ended up doing the bass clarinet.
Oh.
So that was pretty fun.
Quit bragging.
I mean, everybody did the recorder.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But if I could go back, I would do the drums.
You like drums?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or the guitar.
I mean, you still can do drums or guitar.
Oh, for sure. But, just for the future kids.
Yeah. I mean, now that you're a parent, I mean, it's like all your hobbies or future goals or dreams just go right out the door.
Yeah, it's kind of true. But
Yep. What were you like? Were you popular? Did you do well in school?
I was like the B average
Okay,
student,
yeah.
probably. I don't know.
Did you have a favorite subject?
Art.
Art. Okay.
Art. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very creative in
Yeah?
that sense.
What do you
I
like to do? Like what creatively?
Paint.
Paint. Okay.
Love acrylic paints, or I don't know. I like pen art, all kinds of stuff. But I was never the popular girl, but I got along with everybody.
I could see that.
So,
Yeah, you're super.
yeah, I was like here, over there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure people judged me, but I didn't notice.
Look at this
or
loser.
care, you know?
What was your first job?
I worked at the Minnesota Zoo at Lancer Food Service, and I did, I sold like in the cafeteria. I was the person ringing up your burgers and your pizza and doing your ice cream.
How old were
Dippin'
you?
Dots. Oh gosh, 14 maybe. I made
Wow, that's young.
$6.25 an hour. So that was kind of a good memory looking
Yeah.
at the
And then
starting pay today.
where did you go from there?
I went to.
I mean,
what did I do?
I should start with what was like when you were younger, did you have like a dream of like, oh, I can't wait till
Never.
I'm older? No, nothing.
Never. I was never the girl who cared about the wedding or
Yeah.
what job I had. I just was trying to get by, I think. And I
Surviving.
just was so in my own little world, you know? Nobody really, my parents were there, but they weren't like pressuring me to
Yeah.
do this or try this, you know? So I don't know.
So you were you worked kind of in the food place at the Minnesota Zoo.
Yeah, and then I went to the cleaning press.
Okay. Yeah, I worked at a dry cleaners.
It was fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I got to do my homework there.
Yep.
And I was the only person there, so I kind of felt like a boss, you know, and I was so young and, you know, just the things you think when you're young and naive.
Me and my friend Ashley, she's also a realtor. She and I worked at this place called S&D Cleaners in St. Louis Park. And it was owned by this old Asian guy, this sweet old Asian guy and his wife. And these kids from Hopkins started working there. Really cool kids, around the same age as us. And they would throw parties after hours and smoke weed and drink and cigarettes in the dry cleaners. And it was like this old, tiny little warehouse. Anyways,
You're living it up.
yeah, it was
After
fun,
hours.
but man, those Hopkins kids, they're crazy.
That's awesome.
So how long have you been a realtor for?
I have been a realtor going on 5 years. I started in 2017.
Okay.
And I never in my life thought I was going to be a realtor.
Yeah, what brought that on?
Never considered it. Never, ever, ever.
That's kind of the same thing.
It's
with
really
me.
interesting because I grew up and I had these really close neighbor friends literally next door, and their parents were realtors. And I'm like, we were going in limo rides and stuff. And now I look back and I'm like, oh, they're realtors. Like they were doing really well. And it just never phased on me, not even until like I wanted to become a realtor. I actually kind of got pushed into it from my husband. Not really pushed into it, but he was just like,
Encouraged you to
try it. Just try it. His dad did real estate for just a short while. But my husband just kept saying, like, you have the personality.
You do, totally.
You have the personality for it. And it's not really about the personality.
Kinda,
in my
though.
opinion, it's about the discipline. And
Right.
that's where you got to really figure it out because,
Yeah, you're
I mean,
kinda your own
anybody can
boss.
fake it till you make it. But it's a lot more work than one would think.
Yeah. So you jumped into it 5 years ago.
Yes.
Thinking like, I'll try it. See how it
and
goes.
actually it was interesting. I met my husband at my job, the job that we worked at. We used to work at this place in Burnsville called Karaley Supply. Shout out, because whatever. Anyways, we got let go. He got let go before me. And then, I don't know, maybe a month later, I got let go. And we just had a baby and bought a house.
Oh my God, that sounds stressful.
So, I don't know. We just had to figure it out. And my husband he was doing the paper route. And then he got another job doing water meters or something. So he was working 2 jobs.
Jeez.
I was figuring out this real estate thing. And yeah, we just
Made it work.
did the damn thing. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, we made it work. And here I am. 5 years later, I'm still doing it. And I love every minute of it. It's given me a lot of freedom and I don't know. It's so fun and rewarding to meet all these people and help them. I talk to people from all around, like the United States, randomly.
Yeah.
It's crazy who reaches out to you for help, whether it being to talk about depression or music or a stupid meme, it's just been really rewarding as a job. And I never thought I was going to ever be a real estate agent ever. It's so funny.
My brain's mush. Did you mention, what do your parents do?
My dad, well, they're retired right now, but
Okay.
my dad worked, what was he? I don't even know, but he was one of the top dogs at Target.
Oh, okay.
At the Target Corporation. So he
Nice.
did all of like the planning and, those really nice Target carts, like the ones that were super slick and just really smooth. That was my dad.
Yeah.
Is that me?
I think so.
I bet you it's another spammer.
Those fuckers.
Phones are going off the hooks
That's
lately.
okay.
And it's always potential spam.
Or a potential client.
Yeah, or those recruiters. Or health partners.
Health partners. Maybe they're looking for a house.
You never know.
So your dad was a top guy, like a corporate guy at
and
Target.
then my mom she worked at Sam's Club.
Okay.
She was like an auditor. But they're
Nice.
both retired now. They're going to eventually move here. They're talking about it.
Wait, where do they live now?
They still live in the same house I grew up in off of Diffley Road.
That's nice.
It's kind of cool because that was the house that my dad lived in. My realtor, when I bought my first house, she went in that house. They all know each other and went to high school together. So
that's wholesome.
It's just crazy because Diffley Road, where my dad, where the house is, it is on the main Diffley Road.
Yeah.
So my dad has all these stories about it. It's really interesting.
What do your sisters do?
My sister Kendra, she does like mental health therapy.
Okay.
We don't really talk about it.
Yeah. Loser. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
And then my other sister, Alicia, she works at the airport.
Nice.
And she also does some catering stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, I would say I'm pretty close with both of them. Not like we don't hang out or anything,
right.
On the norm. But I think now that we all kind of have gone our separate ways, we just stick together, but I don't know.
That's cool.
Do you ever hang out with your brothers?
I'm an only child.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I was talking to my cousin about this. It's like, I kind of grew up with them. My mom was a flight attendant. So their family was watching me all the time, all my cousins. So I kind of grew up with them as like siblings.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, the older you get, you kind of just grow away.
You just know that they're there.
Right. Yeah. They'll always.
Phone works both ways.
They'll always be there if I need them, and I can always count on them. But yeah, we're not like hanging out on a daily basis or anything. Right. Do you remember like as a child, who did you look up to?
I would say my dad.
Your dad. Okay.
Yeah, my dad was always doing something, and he's still always doing stuff. It's like, Dad, just stop.
Just retire.
Just stop.
Be retired.
Maybe don't buy junk and buy something brand new so you don't have to fix it.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. Do you remember anything like in your childhood that made an impact on you that kind of made it maybe like changed your life for like a good or bad?
Gosh. I don't know. I think
you can get as deep as you want.
Well, I think as far as...
Are your parents still they're still together?
They're still together.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. And they still love on each other. It's great to see, but I don't know. Nothing. I had a pretty good childhood. My parents were very laid back. They let me just figure it out.
Yeah.
And I never really got into drugs or anything. I did have a moment where I drank all the time, but everybody goes through those moments. And
right.
I've definitely got out of that because I'm now a mother. I have different priorities.
You have one kid?
I've got two kids, and it's just nice. I don't live for the weekend. Like,
yes.
I just don't do that. I'm over that stage in life, and I look back and I wish I could. I do reminisce, but I don't. I'm old now.
I remember those
old,
days of like, I would go out and drink and then stay up till 2 or 3 and then have to work at like 6 or 7 a.m. and be like, I'm fine. And now I have 1 or 2 drinks and I'm like,
I got to go to bed.
yeah, and I need to take half the day off tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah,
So it's just a different lifestyle now, but I appreciate going to bed. I love going to sleep. Some people just are night owls and I just can't do it.
As soon as I used to be,
Yeah.
I used to be like, let's stay up late.
Because you have a kid too.
Yeah, he's almost 17 months. And as soon as he goes to bed at 7:30, it's like Gene and I lay in bed and are just like, oh,
yep,
it's done. Now we can. Are you guys watching any shows?
No. Nope. I will get on my phone and listen to a ton of music.
Yeah.
Put my earbuds in.
Yeah.
I watch stupid shows. Guilty pleasure, 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah.
Like The Bachelor. I need to watch mindless shows that I don't have to keep up on.
Right.
Because I just don't have time for that. And I don't know. I feel like I've always got to be doing something.
Yeah.
So I can't just sit there and watch a TV show. It's just not for me.
See, we were the same way until we'll always throw something on when we're eating dinner.
Like Friends.
Yeah, Family Guy or Friends or F is for Family, something. And that was our thing. And then once Felix would go to sleep, we'd kind of just scroll on our phones.
Yeah.
Or just sit there like zombies.
Yeah.
But we recently started watching a show. Every night we'll watch one episode after Felix goes to sleep. Maybe an hour.
What are you watching?
So, okay. We went through this show, the first season, called Dark.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Never heard of it.
It's on net. Do you have Netflix?
Yep.
It's on Netflix. It's this deep psychological thriller suspense that it sounds draining. I would never be into that because it's that's just one extra thing I have to think about.
Yeah.
My brain's at maximum capacity. I don't want to have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
But I was completely invested. We both were. And it was kind of just a bonding moment. Instead of both of us being on our phones, we were kind of sharing a moment of.
And then you can talk about something.
Right. Oh my God. I can't believe the end of the
in
episode.
The moment. I totally get that.
Yeah. So it's been a therapeutic thing after having a kid and detaching ourselves as parents and becoming a date every night of popcorn and let's watch our show. So we got through the first season of Dark. Second season, I don't know if we'll get into it. The first season ended bad. Yeah. But then we moved on to this show called 1899.
Okay.
It's about this similar to Dark. It was made by the people by Dark.
Okay. So similar.
Similar time travel. Yep. Psychological stuff. It's okay, but more so it's just nice to reconnect with Jean, who I kind of felt disconnected with as a partner and viewed her more as a mom to our kid / roommate. We're still romantic and we still love each other.
100%.
But it feels good to it made me realize the importance of having a date night and having those separations of just having us and doing a thing.
100%.
Yeah.
I can relate to that 100%.
It's so hard to, you don't even realize until you're in it that we haven't really connected in a while.
Well, then you have the kid,
exactly.
Kid and in the middle of it. This past year has probably been my most difficult year mentally.
How so?
All
right, where were we? Sorry.
I don't know. I think we were just talking about just
your year. Why was it
just
tough?
A year? I had a great year in real estate. I had a great year physically. I lost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And worked
Congratulations,
out.
by the way. I saw your progress picture. I was like, holy shit.
I know. I kicked my ass.
You look great.
I feel great. Mentally, I've not been great, but
let's talk
it
about
all comes just with, I think, life.
Right.
When I first started dating my husband, we got pregnant, we got married, we bought the house, and that was a small house. It was 1,200 square feet. It was a townhome. And then we ended up actually selling it. We flipped it in the best market, Yeah. We did a really good flip. My father-in-law and my dad helped. And my husband, they all did the work. And, it looked like one of those new
you made good money,
homes.
Right?
And we made a freaking great grip of cash.
Yeah.
Because we sold it for top dollar cash, all cash. We didn't even have to show the house.
That's nice. Who'd you sell it to? Was it like a
It was
independent?
it was a realtor.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was gonna purchase it for herself and her daughter, and I don't know.
That's what she
It
told
didn't even
you.
care. I didn't even care. I wanted the money personally.
Right.
I wanted top dollar.
Yeah.
And she was willing to give it to me.
Yeah.
So, we ended up actually moving in with our in-laws, and we were gonna move in, buy a house, but it just lasted a lot longer than I expected.
Right.
We were there for 2 years, and that's a little too long for me because I need my space.
Totally.
And no offense to my in-laws, but it's hard to be a
That's tough.
mother and just be a family when you have other people stepping in.
Well, even,
So-
my mom and Jean's mom watches Felix throughout the week while we're working.
Yep.
And then we pick him up, obviously, after we're done working. But it is tough. I couldn't imagine living with them because they're very involved.
Yep.
And, oh, my God, Felix's eczema. You need to do this. And, oh,
Yep.
he needs... Yeah, so I get it. So having to live with that would
and
be
just
tough.
having there's candy everywhere, and then
Yes.
my niece and nephew come over 3 days a week, and then grandma and grandpa watch them, and then there's 4 kids, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So anyways, we finally bought a townhome in Prior Lake. Great location, beautiful home, new chapter with our lives. But mentally, it was really draining. I think I cried more in 2022 than I've cried ever in it was unreal. I don't know. We'll see what the next chapter brings.
No, I
right?
get it. Trust me. I'll be scrolling through Instagram and I'll see like a heartfelt soldier coming home to his dog, something. And it doesn't take much for me lately to just start
up.
break down. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm barely being held together, and then that one little thing and then I'm just like, ah.
And what's so funny about society is everybody's like, oh, you can talk to me, you can vent to me, blah, blah, blah. And then the first thing somebody says, like, I'm not doing okay, they don't want to hear it. Like
I got my own problems.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
So, everybody's trying to do their best.
Right.
Every day.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
smile. I mean, get through the day, and especially when you've got kids, when you're not really focused on yourself mentally.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's just
there's been these Instagram reels that I've been seeing of like men. People will be like, men need to open up and talk about their feelings more, and then the guy will be like, why? No, because then like no one cares. Like there's just been this ongoing thing of like, yes, men can open up and be vulnerable, but it's hard. I don't know. Yeah. It's a weird stigma.
I love the videos right now that are going around of those really good looking men, and they're like,
you've seen my videos.
yeah, right. And they're just like, you've got what it takes, girl. Like you are beautiful.
See, I need that on my
feed.
feed.
To hold your hand.
Yeah.
Just like there's too much out there. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, we can only do so much, ladies. Yeah.
But yeah, just being the parent too, and then my husband works overnights, and then he sleeps kind of during the day, so it's just tough.
What's your husband like?
He is very D.
He's very
D personality type D. Very
what is
likes
that?
the facts.
Okay.
Logical.
Very
statistical, logical, can do numbers really quick.
Is he like stoic? Is he funny?
Ooh, I don't even know what that means.
Stoic is like you're logical, you understand emotions are just a feeling, and you can focus without the
good
you're
definition.
Just, I don't
Yeah, I would say, but he's not really emotional.
If he's a numbers focused kind of, why doesn't he become a loan officer?
Oh, we've talked about it.
He would destroy.
We've talked about it, but I think he's got another plan in mind.
What's it? I need to hear it.
He's going to probably become a pilot.
Ooh, I like that.
So he wants to look into a pilot's license and do all that because,
That's awesome.
So who knows? That's his next step after, I don't know, he's going to do the paper out for like another year or something, and then he's really going to look into that. So, it's been interesting, him doing the paper out, because he's gone 2 a.m. till about 6:37, and then on Sundays, Sunday news.
Right.
9 maybe, 8:39, and then he'll come home and sleep, which he needs to sleep.
For sure.
So
yeah.
it's just challenging because, I got to do everything, which is great. But when I'm busy real estate, I'm full-time real estate. So whenever I need something, he's awake. So,
Yeah.
That's not really a damper, but it's just a damper on our relationship, I would say,
Sure.
just because he doesn't start his day until 1, 2 o'clock. And I've already made 100 meals for my kids.
Yeah.
So it's just like, whew. But now the kids are starting school.
That'll be nice.
And I'll be figuring out the whole school thing in a different city too, because Fire Lake's not far away, but it's gonna be different for me,
Yeah.
So just new
Yeah.
with the kids too.
Can we talk about your like physical like journey with exercise, your workout?
Oh
and
yeah.
Is that
Okay, so I hated how I looked, and just this.
Do you want to
girl,
preface this? But yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so this girl that I went to high school with, she was posting these reels or whatever, all those stories that pop up every day on your Facebook, and she kept coming up every single day.
bitch.
Bitch, I know. Like, who is she? Disciplined. And she just, I don't know, randomly I was listening to her, and I didn't care for her because she was doing the shake stuff, and I just don't care to like purchase a shake every day and drink a shake. That's not me.
Right.
Or just figure out a diet. But she was really into that, and she reached out a few times, trying, and I was like, I'm doing, I'm working out, blah, blah, blah. And I've always tried to work out. But I don't know, she said something stating like, choose your hard. And you can either look at yourself in the mirror every day and hate yourself because that's hard, or you can do a 30-minute workout and that's freaking hard, but at least you feel good afterwards.
Right.
And I don't know, that just stuck with me. And then ever since I was doing like Leslie Sansone, the old gal with her little walk videos. I'm sure some women know about Leslie Sansone. She does the walk videos. And then I found something a little more modern. Grow with Joe. Love her. And I've stuck with her since. And I've lost good, I would say 30 pounds. And I can
Nice.
see the results. And I feel good. And I do not diet. Like, I will eat a whole bag of gummies at 9:30 p.m.
Edibles or
Sure. But, like literally those Haribo gummies, or I'll just stuff my face with Dove chocolates, or I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel as though it's a lot easier to add something to your day than to give it up,
right.
especially if you love it and it's already a habit. So why not try to make a new habit rather than break a habit that is,
I like that.
That's where I was looking at it. And then I, just from real estate, doing all these fun classes all the time, just to keep educated, they tell you to just keep a tracker. And I ended up getting this habit tracker, and just the satisfaction of crossing that X off every day. It's just like, I did it.
Yeah.
And then I feel good. And I think too, it's been helping a lot because it's not just me who's working out. Like, I have friends through Snapchat, and we Snapchat each other, like, we worked out today.
Yeah.
So there's accountability there. And I don't know, I feel like people are rooting for me, not even
Totally.
They probably aren't, but I just feel like that because I've already created this habit of doing Snapchats, or, so I just feel like I can't stop.
Right.
So
Let people down.
yeah,
Be
and I feel as
embarrassing.
though if I didn't do that, I would just be a depressed mess.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because every winter I get so depressed.
The seasonal depression.
So depressed. And in the past, really depressed. Woe is me. Poor me. Everything sucks. The sun's not out. I hate the cold. The snow sucks. It's slippery out. Whatever.
Yep.
I could find anything to, So now I still get depressed.
Yep.
But it's way more manageable now that I'm exercising, because before it's like I just stay inside and play video games or whatever, watch a show. Now it's like, okay, I did something I didn't want to do. Mm-hmm. It sucked, but I did it, and I'm better for it. And So
you work out then daily?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I see. I'm just kidding.
No, and that's the thing is like before I started.
I would never have guessed you work out ever.
Seriously, before I started working out, I was so skinny.
Okay.
So like I was trying to bulk.
Yep.
But now that so like I got, believe it or not, I'm still like skinny, but I like was even skinnier before this.
That's crazy.
Anyway, so like I want to look good. It feels good to look good. As vain as that sounds. But like, I know. Or it feels, I don't want to say I look good, but like I feel better now that I look better than I did.
100%.
Yeah.
And I feel as though like everybody's starting to age really well. And you're like, you can't be left behind.
I've seen the people that were like, that peaked in high school.
Yes.
Now they have like a peaked gut and they're just like, it's like they had kids and they just let themselves go.
It's so
more
true.
power to them. Whatever, do your thing.
It's tough though. When you lose it, you lose it. And if you cannot get back on that bandwagon, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Like truthfully.
I'll go like 3 days without working out and I'm like, this is the fucking worst. Gosh. I feel horrible. I'm weak. My muscle breaks down so quick, I feel like.
Yeah, you just feel like a big old blob.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just hate it.
So exercise has been huge for me and just like trying to be
Did
healthy.
you just start exercising?
No, I've been working out for, I'll say 3 years.
Okay.
But nothing like, I'm not doing like Ironman or I usually just do like bike cardio in the basement and then free weights, push-ups, sit-ups.
Good.
Just like basic, like an hour a day.
Love it.
But I'm not like in the gym trying to do PRs or anything like that. Just because I'm getting older, my shoulders are, a little more crickety. Yeah, it's like I'm not as.
We don't need to be a bodybuilder. We just need to
it'd be nice though.
Maintain
that. I like that. I want to look good with my shirt off, but I don't want to like have to keep getting bigger shirts.
I know. I used to be a fat kid. Like in my opinion, I thought I was a pretty big. Pretty chubby, and in 5th grade I was called fat, and that stuck with me forever. Like, I don't care who you are, you never call anybody fat. It will ruin your life, and it ruined mine. And I've had insecurity issues my entire life.
Totally,
but
I hear you.
Now that I've worked out, I feel like I'm fine. I finally did it. I've always been the girl who wanted to do it. You always see people do it, like, oh, that. Like, she looks so good.
Must
she
be
lost
nice.
10 pounds. I can't even lose
genetics.
one as I'm like eating donuts and stuff.
Yeah.
But it matters.
Why aren't I getting skinnier? It's so weird.
So if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
It's so funny because I have 2 ways of looking at like bullying. Like for example, I had terrible acne. I still get zits.
I had terrible acne too.
Terrible
Pizza
acne.
face, 5,000.
Totally. So in high school, like I was just telling John about this in the podcast before. I would skip school. Like it was just so. And here's the thing: is
that's sad.
Like I think I got made fun of once, and I already felt bad.
Yeah.
But the guy, I still remember it. It was in ceramics class. This Asian kid.
That was a good class.
It was a good class. This Asian kid, he went by Panda.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's this fat Asian kid called Panda.
Okay, now he's fat though. That's sad.
Oh my God, this is so bad. As I'm like, and we shouldn't, belittle people. But he was this overweight Asian kid. He was like a bully. Not that justifies me calling. But anyways, he called me like pizza face or something, and that stuck with me. And like, I get hurt me, but also, I almost like, I don't know. I didn't need that, obviously, but it kind of motivated me. I used it as fuel to do what I could to look into it and maybe change something.
What was that commercial that was on all the time for the face stuff?
Oh, Proactive? Yes.
Proactive.
I tried that stuff. It's bullshit.
Is
for
it?
Me, I mean, I tried it.
I started a new face thing.
What is it? I need to hear it.
Shout out to my girl, Leah Hansen with the
Leah,
Zen
what up,
Den.
Leah?
Yes. I'm not kidding. I never in my entire life ever had a facial or cared about that stuff. I wasn't the girl to wear makeup or I've never put that powder stuff on. Those powder
foundation or whatever.
I'm like, where do you even find that?
Yeah.
Not even kidding. But it blew me away. So she's got her own business, small business. You know, it's a little office.
What's her business called?
The Zenden.
The
so
Zenden.
she does, she
All
does
right.
like all the aesthetics, the face stuff, I don't know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I shit you not, my face has been the clearest it's ever been in my entire life. Granted, you have to pay for some product, but this product actually works. And I was so skeptical. Like I never bought into anything like that. So I was just like, wow. And now I use it every day. I don't even know what it's called. I just buy it from her.
Yeah.
But you have to purchase it through a licensed esthetician. Sorry, I'm not good at that.
No. Yeah, I know what you mean though.
But yeah. So I got like maybe 3 facials now, and they've been freaking amazing. You get like little neck massage, and you just feel like a queen after it. And it's good for men too.
Hey,
you know, men
I'll
can
do
have
it.
facials, and they do back. She does everything, back facials. Then she's got a girl who does booties and,
I'm with
all
it.
that stuff.
What's her number?
Yeah, right. What's her number? I got it.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that one thing that Panda said to me kind of lit something in me where I started to do research and found out like diet is like 90%
Of what is contributing to your acne. Okay.
Like for
for
a majority of people, a lot of times people don't realize.
So did you eat a lot of pizza?
Probably. No, seriously, it was probably
But
dairy, gluten, sugars, like a lot of things like that. Is a lot of like a contributing factor of.
I could believe it.
Yeah. So, anyways, it brought me down a huge road of, which led me to like the importance of vitamins and supplements.
Yeah.
That led me to exercise. So it kind of, as much as I hated it at the time, it was good for me because it also, on top of that, made me more empathetic to people who are struggling with obesity, skin problems, just stuff that they're insecure about.
Yep.
It kind of gave me that. And I know at the time, you know, he's a high schooler. He's just doing high school kid stuff.
Yeah. But he was probably bullied too to become
I
a
was gonna
bully.
say,
I mean, if he's
insecure.
a big kid.
And okay, I got to give him credit though, because honestly, I was acting like a douchebag. I was like the class clown wanting attention. Look at me. You know, as like a defense mechanism for my own insecurities. So I don't know if I deserve that, but I deserve some sort of like, dude, shut up. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
good.
like,
At least he told you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What else you got going on? So mother,
else I got going on?
realtor.
Yep. Full-time realtor. Well, can't be both, right?
Do you want more kids?
No.
No, you're done. You're done.
I actually wanted 4, and now no.
Yeah.
My kids are wild.
Yeah?
My little boy, Spencer, he's 3.
Shout out Spencer.
Yes, he is just...
Wild child.
He's...
You have a boy, girl?
Yes, a boy and a girl.
Okay,
but my
perfect.
son, I'm just obsessed with him. Like...
Same with Jean.
I don't know why. My daughter, she's so sassy and funny. She wants to start doing YouTube videos.
How old is she?
5.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, I'm willing to do that. I just...
Exploit your daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. That YouTube
So
money.
we'll just... I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, we just moved. So moving, we've been doing a lot of painting and just getting the house ready. Who knew freaking getting a new washer and dryer, brand new, would be like
exciting.
so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you don't realize when you purchase a home, you know, because I help buyers all the time, but when you're actually a buyer, how emotional it can be and just how much, no offense, the loan process sucks.
Yes.
The loan process is not very fun.
No.
But overall, I mean, getting into the house, you don't realize like you want to clean the ducts. You want your carpet cleaned. You want the house to be clean. And it's just a lot of work. You don't realize it.
Totally.
Until you actually have to do the act of moving. So,
yeah. And I've been a renter my whole life until, you know, a couple years ago. But man, I'm so glad I bought a home.
Yeah, it's so great. And it's nice that you can do what you want. You can pick your colors. And you just, I don't know, you have a home base is what I like to call.
What's it been like for you as a realtor? The different clients you've worked with, showing houses.
Yeah,
Like,
it's been fun, actually. I love showing houses. I love going places to show houses because, every house is in a different neighborhood, technically. But I've gone around everywhere. So, I serve Dakota County and then the surrounding. But I've gone all the way up to St. Michael, St. Francis, to Lino Lakes, to New Prague, to Rochester. Like, I've gone everywhere.
Yeah.
Showing houses is just so laid back and fun.
Totally.
I don't know. So they say in real estate class, like, show the best house first. And I just don't like that because
I don't even know there's a method to it.
Yeah, they always say show the best house first and then, show the worst. And you should know the market and so forth. And you can do that. But if you're like me, who needs to try on like 5,000 pieces of clothes just to find one that fits, like, that type of buyer is not going to like that approach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would rather take my buyer and show them all the houses on the market. Because, right now we don't have that many, unfortunately. But at least the ones that they want. So then they can try them all out.
Right.
Because, I don't know. There's so much more to buying a house than just looking at photos online and looking at 2 or 3. Like, you got to think about your location. Do you want, the sun facing that way? There's just weird things that, I don't know. If you're going to buy a house, you kind of want to think long term like that. And I hate it too when buyers always say like, oh, I want to see that one, but I feel bad for you driving. It's like, this is my job. Like, I do this. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't call me at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But if you want to see a house, let's go see all of them. I don't care.
I always thought it was fun. I've gone to like 5 or 6 open houses. I always have a blast just meeting people, but also seeing the house. I don't know why.
Fun.
When it's empty and it's just like, oh man, I could put that there and this there.
Yeah.
And, similar to my friend Ashley, who just became a realtor, I feel like you're super genuine.
Thank you.
And you're
Jake.
able to connect with people like effortlessly.
Yeah, I try. Thank you. That's flattering.
And I feel like, a lot of people, not just in the realtor industry or loan officer industry, a lot of people are just in it for like a paycheck and they kind of, this one's perfect. Yep, let's go. Like,
I would never do
that,
that,
So
ever.
like, I feel like
that is so bullshit.
Right. And I feel like you put people's interests first and you're going to be brutally honest with them. If something doesn't feel right, if you're like, I don't know,
and when you purchase a house, a lot of it is vibe.
Yep.
You gotta go to the house. I don't care what you are. Like, you gotta go check out the house. Let's see it twice.
Right.
I just don't want anybody to feel pressured when they're purchasing a house or feel bad for making me drive 5,000 places, because that is not what it's about at all. Like, I want to guide you and make you feel comfortable. You need to make an educated decision yourself. And if you need to see the house 2 or 3 times, that's okay with me. We just got to check with the seller.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be a fun thing, you know?
It does. And it's so fun too. Like, you can bring your kids, if you wanted to bring your kids, or just, it's also really fun experiencing, like, being in a relationship with other people. You see their little bickering moments or, of their relationship, or, who's boss, or it's fun to kind of, I don't know.
People watch.
Fun. Yeah. It's almost like people watching, but you're like a part of their family.
Right.
Because you see them so often. Like, I remember, this client of mine, we looked at so many houses and we saw each other like every day for 3 months, it felt like. And that's okay. It was okay because I enjoyed it. It was, I don't know. You don't get tired when you love what you do. And I'm not stuck in the office. My office is my car, and at least I have some music in there. So that's all I need, because music's life.
What are you listening to right now? Kind of going off topic, but
I love all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Russ, I've been listening to a lot of Russ.
Okay.
Super
I like
huge
Russ.
on Bozzy. Gosh. DJ Nasty. He's got some good beats. I don't know. I'm all over the board.
Yeah.
I was listening to country this morning, Luke Combs and all that stuff. So
Oh man.
everywhere.
Do you do podcasts? Or, like, listen to podcasts?
I listened to like 3 of them. There's one, Law of Attraction.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that.
Have you
100%.
read the book? The Secret?
No, I have not read the book.
pretty good.
I don't read.
No, that's
I just haven't had time to read.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I'm sure I have time. I just don't prioritize reading.
Sure. I get it.
I'd rather read stupid Facebook statuses or people's bullshit comments.
No, I hear you.
The guilty pleasures of life, right?
Yeah.
Just gotta...
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, that's
of all
a good
time?
one.
You can only pick one.
Ooh, of all time. Okay, I don't watch a whole lot of movies. I'm a huge Titanic lover. I love Titanic.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
I know exactly where they stopped the bit on the VHS to switch to the second VHS. Like, I know it.
Nerd
Do you remember
alert.
that?
No, but that's funny.
Oh, they had the 2 VHSs.
They did.
For the Titanic.
I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But no, truthfully, if I had to pick something other than Titanic, it would be probably The Shawshank Redemption.
Great
That's
movie.
a badass movie.
Yeah.
But truthfully, I don't know. I
Yeah.
like all kinds of movies, but I never remember the movies. I mean, I remember Superbad. I've seen that one 5,000 times, but I don't know.
What about favorite vacation spot?
Oh gosh, Jake, I don't go on vacay.
Have you ever gone? Have you ever been
gone-
outside of the country?
I've never been outside of the country.
Oh my
I've never
gosh.
cared to be outside of
That's
the country,
okay.
truthfully. And if I go outside of the country, I might go to, I don't know, Bora Bora if I'm rich.
Okay. Yeah.
I truthfully don't think about that stuff. I'd go to Hawaii. I would love to go there. That's like,
Hawaii's great. I've been a few times.
yeah, that
It's
just
awesome.
sounds so beautiful. I've never been to anywhere tropical.
No?
I've only seen it on the TV.
Florida?
Never been to Florida.
Oh, man.
My parents are just talking about moving to Florida, so I'm
Okay.
sure I'll get there. And my best friend, Marie Merchant, shout out to her because she's on a real estate team down there. Yeah, she just moved there to
Yeah.
Jacksonville, so she's loving that. And maybe I'll go there and visit her, but I have no desire to move outside of the country or go outside of the country or...
See, I never...
Yeah, I just don't think like that.
I feel like I never had a desire until I did it. And then I'm like, now I want to go everywhere.
I could see that. I just
Yeah.
have never had money to.
Oh, yeah. See...
Like, that's what's always holding me back is the money.
No, I hear you. Like, the only reason I was able to is because my mom's a flight attendant. Otherwise, it's like...
You probably get really good deals.
Yeah, otherwise there's no shot. Maybe Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Like,
Been to Wisconsin
maybe.
Dells. I went to Yellowstone. That was great.
Oh,
but then
I've never been there.
about it. I was there when I was like 11. You don't appreciate. Yeah, you don't appreciate anything when you're that age. You're just there because mom and dad is gonna buy you treats.
Yeah.
And now you're doing something fun
different.
somewhere else. But it's just.
Yeah. What if you could change something like about your past? What would it be? I know, and you have to. I know everybody's like, I wouldn't change anything. It made me the person I am today. But
Oh, I know, right?
yeah,
I would be, if I had to change anything, it would just be me as a person to be more outgoing and just not care so much about what other people think and mind my own damn business. Like, you don't
like
realize
that.
how peaceful life is when you just keep to yourself and you don't care about what other people are doing over there because,
Yes.
this past year or two, I've lost a lot of friends. Like, I don't talk to half of my friends that I used to. Like, all those Facebook pictures you see of all these great people, like, we're not friends. Like, I have a handful of friends.
Yeah.
And it's just sad to think that, you can lose such a big part of your life, but then move on and be okay. I had a grieving moment.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
But I don't know. I would just be more, just mind my own business, not care so much about
like
what other
that.
people think, especially my image too. Good Lord. Like, nobody cares what you're, just nobody cares.
Yeah.
The only person who cares is you.
Yes.
You're your worst critic, and just stop doing that.
Whenever, like in high school,
stop.
whenever I wanted to like skip school because of acne, my mom would be like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but no one cares that much about you.
I know.
It's like
And
you're not
sad.
the star of the show.
I know, but you just don't want to be picked on or
Right.
feel different.
Of course.
And
She was trying to help. She wasn't trying to like
oh, for sure. She's
burst
your
my bubble and be
mother.
like,
She
you're just
loves
not that
you.
important.
I know, but what would you change?
Probably similar to you. I would want to be more like stronger with my mind. How do I put that? I want to be, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do. Like, for example,
More disciplined almost.
Yeah. Like, for example, this guy I work with, Jose, he's super like he does the ice plunges and he's able to sit there for 5 minutes.
In his ice bucket.
Yeah. No, he goes out to the
Freezing.
lake. And I'm like, and I told him I would do it. And I went out there, I got waist high and walked right out. But he's able to have the discipline
the
and
mindset.
the mind power to be like, this sucks, but I'm going to do it. And if I had that, like, especially when it comes, like, I don't like working out, but I do it.
That's the connection I was getting because
Right.
of that pain, you know,
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
But that's the pain that you got to go through.
Right. And it makes, like, when I exercise, it makes all the mundane bullshit that usually what I would bitch about, it becomes, like, irrelevant because I just put myself through physical, like, pain, I guess.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. That's
so
so
I
relatable.
guess that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. And just making dumb decisions, you know, you
Yeah.
look back and you're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I could have got killed or
Right.
who knows. Oh,
What are some of your weaknesses? Or what were maybe?
Short-term memory loss.
Totally.
Literally. Especially looking up these addresses. I'm like, what number?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. That's a funny weakness, but it's definitely a weakness of mine. I don't know. I'm not good at small talk. Truthfully, like this is hard for me to do this podcast because I never talk about myself ever because it's always about my clients. It's always about everybody else. You know, I'm just here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Another weakness, math. I hate math. I mean, that's a weakness. Vocab. Some vocab. I like to keep things simple and to the point and work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Weaknesses. Food. I love food.
Food's great. Food and
What's
sleeping.
your weakness?
I have two that I'm trying to I shouldn't say I'm trying to work on, but I'm aware of them. Is just being more present. I'm always
I could agree to
future
that.
tripping or thinking
Are
about
you?
Oh, totally.
You're a worrywart almost?
I used to be more. Now it's like I think about it. I don't
Yeah.
really worry necessarily, but I think too much into the future, and then I sometimes worry about I don't really worry about. It's more so the future.
Okay.
Finances. So just being aware of that and trying to be present and enjoy the moment as it's going versus like doing this podcast, but also thinking like, okay, what's for dinner? Is Felix I'm picking Felix. You know what I mean? And then also being okay with lulls in conversations. So when I'm talking to someone, instead of trying to fill the air with words, because I get uncomfortable and there's an awkward silence that I perceive as an awkward silence, I instead try and fill it with anything I can.
Okay.
Because it's like, this person's bored. This person's
counting on me
This
right
person's
now.
bored. I need to entertain them. They feel uncomfortable.
That's why I'm like, Jake, when's the next question? We get
No. It's so
No, you're doing great. You do great.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm trying to be okay with that. I don't know.
No, that's
There's
great.
probably a million other things.
I know, but being present,
Yeah.
it's huge too, especially when you have this damn phone.
Totally.
Seriously, this is the adult pacifier.
Yeah.
And it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sickening.
Yeah.
It's so gross. And it's even sad. My daughter's like, put away your phone, Mom. I'm like, oh, that breaks my heart. I can't do that.
It's
to
that
her, you know?
dopamine rush. I need
I
that
know.
next
Like,
thing.
what's the next dumb meme I'm going to laugh at?
I feel like I'm going to be on this and look up and my kid's going to be like 5 and be like, what? Wait,
Social
what?
media is too much.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, what do you think some of your strengths are?
I would say just being, gosh, Jake, I don't like these hard questions about myself. Just being very approachable.
Yeah.
I would think.
Jeez, someone's full of themselves.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
I hate compliments.
For real
I'm
though,
just
I
kidding.
think I am so approachable.
Totally.
And I don't care what anybody says. Like, I will empathize with you if I have to. Like, or I try to anyway. I'm very humble, I think. I mean, I have a lot of nice things. I would never brag about. I don't brag about stuff.
Right.
I just want to know how you are. You know,
Yeah.
like that's why it's so weird. Like,
No, I
I'm
like
kind
that
of
you're
like the
asking me
leader,
questions back.
You know,
It's more
because
of a-
I'm not a leader. I'm just like a follower, you know, and it's tough being a leader.
For sure.
But real estate has gotten me to be more okay with rejection, which that's a huge strength because rejection is everywhere. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's also given me the strength just to be more not give a fuck
Yeah.
about other people's situations. Like I said, just mind your own business and a lot of things are out of my control. So just,
Yeah.
But I guess I don't think that answered the question. Gosh,
What was the
Jake,
question?
What are my strengths?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
You are approachable though, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like when I first met you and you were standing in line, I was like, are you Karaley?
Karaley.
Yeah.
You call me what you
You're
want.
like, yeah. And immediately I knew like, oh, she's like very sweet and not like intimidating.
That's
Yeah.
a good one too. I'm not intimidating.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I come off as I'm young. People are telling me I'm looking like 25. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Sweet.
That's great, but I feel like that makes me unapproachable to do a real estate transaction.
They don't take you seriously.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know, I like to have fun and stuff, but I know when to be serious, when to be professional, and just look at my reviews, guys.
Yeah, totally. No, I kind of feel the same way a little bit. Like maybe people won't take me seriously and whatever, but
Yeah,
I think
but-
that's normal.
Yeah, there's always going to be rejection, like
Totally.
we just said. So,
I don't know how much time is.
how much time we got?
What does it say on there?
Oh,
The-
goodness. 17:28.
Okay, all right, cool.
17:28.
Wrapping up, I always ask this: how do you want to be remembered after you die? Well, actually, before that, do you want to be cremated or buried? Or
I would love to be cremated, and
Would
I
love that.
truthfully don't give two shits.
Okay.
I'm gone. Like
Yeah.
you do what you want with me. Like if you know my son wants a piece of me and my daughter wants a piece of me, go for it. I don't
Right.
care. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I didn't even know the cremations are like the actual bones.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I went to like my grandma passed away and like that's when I learned all about it. But anyways, I don't care. I never think about death. You know,
are you afraid to die?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
it's a
I
healthy
am.
fear.
Yeah, but I do not live in fear. I try
Right.
not to. That's tough.
That's good.
So, but as far, you know, that's so funny that you asked me that because I was thinking about all the people who would be at my funeral the other day. You know, like some people don't have anybody
Right.
who would be at their funeral. They could name off a handful, and then other people have a whole freaking stadium
Yeah.
of people, and it just blows me away. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm an inspiration to some people, or probably more people than I know. I'm pretty outgoing, I would say, and I like to go try new things, and I don't care what the result is. I mean, if I'm happy, as long as everybody's safe, that's great.
Yeah.
But the legacy, as far as just like real estate, I would love to be, you know, the top real estate agent. But my goal is just to feel comfortable and live comfortably. I don't have to be the top of anything.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, I've never cared to be the top dog.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's okay.
But
I think that's pretty normal. I think it takes, you know, a narcissist.
well, a lot of
to-
people fear success, and then they fear successful people. Then they look down on you when you're successful, and you're like, I'm just doing my job.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you judging me?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Where do you think we go after we die? Do you believe in like?
I believe in, yes, I'm sure something happens to
Yeah.
us. I believe in ghosts.
Ooh.
Yes.
Do you have an experience?
No, not really. I mean, I've heard of really crazy stories and I feel weird things sometimes, but I've never like seen anything personally that I remember, but definitely I think they're spirits that hang out, you know?
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know. I've been to a few haunted hotels, and I've had one experience that may or may not be like a thing, but I was standing in like a hotel room and I saw like a shadow walk by But I don't know if like, because I always see like maybe something was, so I didn't see it directly. It was kind of like off to the side. I don't know if I do. I'd need like, I'm someone who needs like evidence. Like I want to see, like prove it. And I've seen stuff where it's like, but there's always been something where it's like, there could be a reason why that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah. I mean, now that you say like shadow, like I remember my girlfriend and I, we had sleepovers all the time, and she swears on her life that there are dead people underneath the house.
Maybe.
And ever since then, she just had like, she swears there's like been demons in there and all this stuff. And then this girl who I knew, she's like one of those telepathical readers.
Of course.
The mind reader, those tarot cards.
Yeah.
She's like, there's devils here.
Oh my God.
You know, and I believe in that stuff too. Like I could definitely, I'm sure there's something crazy there.
Yeah.
There's been some weird shit going on, but I don't know. You just never know. But absolutely, there's something out there.
Probably, yeah.
I believe in aliens too.
Oh yeah. I mean, when people say they don't believe in aliens, I feel like they're just not educated enough to, or maybe they're like ignorant in the fact that like how vast the universe is. And if someone,
it's crazy.
It's like what, billions of years old. If there was a life form out there that was even 1,000 years older than us, you'd think they'd have.
Just think about the deep, deep, deep ocean. Like,
right.
There's so many things down there that we have no clue about.
Right. A hollow earth.
Yeah.
Just saying. Anyways, I think we'll wrap it up there. Do you have anything you want to plug? Your social media?
No, I mean, yeah, I've got Facebook.
Okay.
Karaley Ivey Realtor. Instagram.
Yeah.
Karaley Ivey Realtor.
Perfect.
TikTok. I don't really do the jives there, but I think I'm more personal on TikTok. Maybe I'll get more educational.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? These videos.
It's tough to keep up. So many
Tell me
trends.
about it.
But
another health partners.
We'll call it there. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks, Jake, for having me. I appreciate
really
it.
appreciate
you are
taking the
awesome.
time.
Great setup. I feel like I'm on KDWB.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
All right, thank you. Take care.
See ya next Monday.